Have you ever heard of Swedish death cleaning? It may sound a bit morbid, but it's actually a heartfelt, practical tradition from Scandinavia. The Swedes call it decluttering, a fusion of the words for death and cleaning. It's all about decluttering your life, removing unnecessary items to lessen the load on those you leave behind. Imagine it as a thoughtful act of love, ensuring your loved ones won't be overwhelmed by your possessions when you're no longer around. But don't let the name fool you. Swedish death cleaning is not just for the elderly or those nearing the end of life. It's a practice anyone can adopt at any age to bring simplicity and order into their lives. It's about evaluating what you truly need and value and parting with the rest. Intriguing, isn't it? But it's not just about decluttering, it's more than that. So where did this unique concept originate, you may ask? The tradition of Swedish death cleaning, or decluttering as the Swedes call it, is deeply embedded in Swedish culture. It's a practice passed down from generation to generation, encouraging people to declutter their lives as they age, making things easier for their loved ones after they're gone. The term gained international attention with the publication of The Gentle Art of Swedish Death Cleaning by Margareta Magnusson. In her book, Magnusson, who describes herself as somewhere between 80 and 100, shares her personal experiences with death cleaning, turning an otherwise somber task into an act of love and consideration. Magnusson's book helped spread the philosophy of Swedish death cleaning to the world, highlighting its role in not only decluttering one's physical space, but also providing an emotional release and sense of fulfillment. It's a thoughtful and considerate process for the people we leave behind. But why would anyone want to sort through their belongings in this manner, you might ask? Well, the answer lies in the philosophy of minimalism that underpins Swedish death cleaning. Minimalism is about more than just decluttering. It's about letting go of the unnecessary, making room for the essential, and living with less to enjoy more. Over time, we collect a vast array of possessions, sometimes without even realizing it. These items can range from sentimental keepsakes to forgotten trinkets tucked away in the corners of our homes. But as we accumulate more, we often find ourselves living in a cluttered space that can lead to stress and discomfort. Swedish death cleaning offers a solution to this problem. It encourages us to question the value of our possessions and to keep only those that bring us joy or serve a purpose. It's not about getting rid of everything. It's about creating a more comfortable and less cluttered living environment. So what are the benefits of this decluttering method? Well, let's dive into the perks of Swedish death cleaning. For starters, it drastically reduces stress. When your environment is clutter-free, your mind follows suit, paving the way for tranquility and peace. Next, it simplifies home maintenance. With fewer items to dust, clean, and organize, it becomes a breeze to keep your living space tidy and inviting. But perhaps the most profound benefit is the emotional liberation that comes with letting go. You see, parting ways with unnecessary possessions can be incredibly therapeutic. It's about freeing yourself from the weight of the past, making room for the future, and living in the present moment. Moreover, it encourages thoughtful consumption, preventing the reaccumulation of clutter. It's not just about cleaning out your space, it's about reevaluating your relationship with material possessions. In essence, Swedish death cleaning is more than just a decluttering method. It's a way to make your home a reflection of who you truly are. Now you must be wondering, how does one do Swedish death cleaning? Well, this process, despite its somber name, is quite straightforward and can be broken down into manageable steps. First, start small. Don't feel the pressure to tackle your entire home in a day. Instead, begin with a single drawer or a corner of a room. The idea is to gradually progress from less emotionally charged items like clothes or kitchenware to more sentimental ones, such as photo albums or personal letters. Next, categorize your belongings. Break things down into what you need, what you love, and what you can let go of. This process is not about discarding as much as possible, but about thoughtfully choosing what enhances your life and what doesn't. Then, handle each item only once. This means making a decision about an item the moment you touch it. Will you keep it, donate it, sell it, or throw it away? This technique helps to prevent the cycle of moving clutter from one place to another. Now, what to do with the things you're ready to part with? Well, there are several options. Donate items to charity, sell them online or at a yard sale, recycle them, or if they're no longer usable, dispose of them responsibly. After you've made your decisions, it's time to organize. Everything you keep should have its own place. This not only maintains order, but also makes it easier to maintain your newly decluttered space. Lastly, rinse and repeat. Swedish Death Cleaning is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process. It's about continually reassessing your possessions and understanding that your needs and priorities may change over time. Remember, the goal isn't to get rid of everything, but to simplify your life. Embrace the philosophy of minimalism and let it guide you in creating a clutter-free, serene living space that truly reflects who you are and what you value. Let's delve deeper into the minimalist lifestyle that Swedish Death Cleaning promotes. At its core, minimalism is about stripping away the superfluous and focusing on what truly matters. It's a lifestyle that challenges us to rethink our priorities and reconsider our definition of value. An essential principle of minimalism is the idea that we should only keep items that bring us joy or serve a meaningful purpose. It's about decluttering our lives, both physically and mentally, and making conscious decisions about what we allow to occupy our space and our mind. Another key principle is the emphasis on experiences over possessions. Minimalism encourages us to invest our time, energy, and resources into creating memories rather than accumulating items. After all, experiences contribute to our personal growth and happiness in a way that material possessions simply cannot. Additionally, minimalism is about living with less. This doesn't mean we should deprive ourselves or live in scarcity. Rather, it's about recognizing that excess often leads to stress and distraction. By reducing our belongings, we can create a more peaceful and harmonious environment, allowing us to focus on our passions and the people we care about. Adopting a minimalist lifestyle also means understanding how and why we accumulate so many possessions in the first place. Often we buy things to fill a void or to conform to societal expectations. But these items quickly lose their appeal and become burdensome. By becoming more mindful of our consumption habits, we can break this cycle and free ourselves from the weight of unnecessary possessions. When it comes to disposing of unwanted items, consider donating, recycling, or selling them. Not only will this prevent waste, but it can also bring joy to others and potentially earn you some extra cash. Remember, the goal of minimalism isn't to live with the bare minimum, but to find the right balance that allows us to live freely and authentically. Minimalism isn't about having less, it's about making room for more of what matters. So, to sum it all up, Swedish Death Cleaning is a unique method of decluttering that goes far beyond mere tidying up. Originating in Sweden, this practice encourages us to consider the impact of our possessions on our lives and the lives of those around us. It's not just about getting rid of things, but about acknowledging the emotional weight that our belongings can carry. We accumulate so many things throughout our lives, and Swedish Death Cleaning helps us to reconsider what truly matters. By reducing our belongings, we are not only simplifying our own lives, but also easing the burden on those we leave behind. We can donate, sell, or give away items we no longer want or need, promoting a more sustainable lifestyle. Embracing the key principles of minimalism, we can create a more peaceful and clutter-free environment. Swedish Death Cleaning. It's not about the end, it's about making the rest of your life, and the lives of those you love, better. Let us know in the comments if Swedish Death Cleaning seems like a good idea to you, or if you've already started. We'd love to hear all about it. And if you learned something from this video, please pay it forward by liking, sharing, and hitting that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the comments.